following is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee.
Welcome in, everybody. It's Main Street Today time, Main Street Today, and we got to talk to Justin Kulik, who produced that intro for us. Justin, thank you for that. I like the song. I'm
I know.
Like grooving.
I know. Every time it comes on, I do a little groove myself.
Hey, you were here for Mornings on Main Street with Joe. How were the roads in for you today?
Literally, as I was coming to the office this morning, couldn't have been clearer. We were actually keeping an eye on it during the show. Joe was bringing up the traffic cams all over, and there was no snow. But by the time we left, it started to come down, and Joe booked it because he has to go back to Donaldson.
Yeah.
It started coming down really hard.
Stay on the main roads. I got to tell you, if you can do that, and if you can stay home, Danielle Breezy, my buddy over at Channel 2, said, look, if you can stay in, do. Let's take a look and see who's watching with us today. Oh, good. Ruth Brown. And oh, my gosh, it is cold outside, Ruth. And we want you to have a blessed day. And I already talked to Mark this morning. Suzanne and Mark are watching down in Alabama. And let's see my friend James Napier slinging hugs and bull snot your way. I wish you enough. Yes. Bull snot is the worst name I've ever heard, but it's catchy. And it is a cleaner that the trucking industry invented. We're going to be talking about that in the coming weeks.
Oh, nice.
And my precious Victoria Lynn Veneer, she is out there looking at the snow. But we're going to be talking about her, and she's under the weather, so sending prayers and hugs. And our guest today, Teri Pugh, is under the weather as well, so she won't be joining us. But we do have a story. Oh, Terry Williams Nutter. Speaking of Donaldson.
Good morning, Terry.
Yeah, head of the Donaldson Hermitage Chamber. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, we're going to talk first, since Victoria is watching, we're going to kick off our show with, lost dogs are the heart for me. And when you lose an animal through no fault of your own, one that you've taken excellent care of, and somehow they get out, it's heartbreaking just not knowing. And Victoria's dog, Banjo, got out. And then precious dog.
Oh,
precious
best
baby.
picture of a dog I've ever seen.
No, it's those eyes.
Right.
Those eyes. And he's been missing for quite some time now in the White House area. But dogs don't stick to the main roads. People pick up a dog and they'll take it. I mean, I had a Great Pyrenees that would get out and ended up, I was in Kingston Springs. Mm-hmm. Somebody was on the Harpers River and he was waiting in the water. So they put him in their canoe, took it. And I said, where is he? Because he was chipped.
Right.
Where is he? And it was like miles away, like in Donaldson. It was just, because they took him back home. And that's what happened. So we're hoping that this is far reaching, that Banjo's story gets out. And I'm praying that Banjo is in somebody's house in front of a fire and they just don't know how to find. And you might have somebody that, hey, they just got a dog like this and they found this dog, blah, blah, blah. Spread the word, because shares save lives. Still missing. There is a reward. 615-417-5210. Let's bring Banjo home. Let's help Victoria find her baby. My name is Banjo. I've gone missing. Please help me get home. 417-5210. Well, speaking of, can we play our pet of the week? Joe Dubin has been doing the pet of the week, and that's kind of both my heart and his. So let's talk about that. It's Hunter Briley and the folks over there at their real estate firm are fantastic, and they've joined with us for pet of the week. Take a look.
Okay, my friends, this week we've come down to Mount Juliet Animal Care and Control, and let's meet Artie. Hi, buddy. What a beautiful dog. He's 9 years old, and Artie's got a sad story. His owner recently passed away, so they brought him up here to the Mount Juliet Animal Care and Control, where they hope he would find another loving family. So you got to just know the emotions this big guy is going through. Living with somebody for about 9 years, next thing you know, his owner's gone. So like all the dogs in the shelter, he does not belong here, but Artie is so sweet, so nice, behaves, really cool, kind of hanging out right now, but his world is a whole different place because his owner passed away. So Artie, we think is some sort of a terrier mix. We're not sure, but we do know that he's 100% adorable. Yes, he is, and he's a good boy. He just sits there and obeys and really nice. So if you're looking for a really sweet dog, I know some of you guys like to adopt senior dogs who are looking for a second chance, and Artie's just got a sad story. He would be perfect for you. Yeah, look at him. He loves that. He's currently hanging out at Mount Juliet Animal Care and Control. He's been here for a couple of days. And again, Artie's world is upside down. Owner passed away. Been with him for 9 years, and now he's looking for a second part of his life. So if you're looking for a cute senior dog who's really nice, really friendly, going through a lot, Artie is your guy. So come see him at Mount Juliet Animal Care and Control. There's the website and the phone number on the screen right now, and you can come see. Hey, Artie, how you doing, buddy? Come here, Artie. I'm going to rub his head for you. Yeah, he's a sweet boy. Yeah, there you go. So well behaved. So there's information for you right there to make Artie part of your family. We'll take care of you, buddy. We'll make sure you're okay. Again, thanks to Hunter Briley and Regal Realty Group for their sponsorship for our Pet of the Week. Artie, you want to thank Hunter? Because you're going to get yourself a nice little home, buddy. All right, there you go, my friends. That's our Pet of the Week featuring my man, Artie.
Love, love, love Artie. I love my senior dogs.
Yeah, that dog right there just hit me tough because the older ones are very low temperament, and I can't imagine going from a home of 9 years to just being so confused in an animal shelter. Like, why am I here? What's going on? Where's my owner?
Exactly.
Those break my heart.
They really do. And speaking of Victoria, she checked in with us. Can't thank you enough for this help. Banjo is a neutered male, and he is chipped. So be on the look for Banjo. If you have somebody who's brought home and they say, we're not on Facebook. Well, they wouldn't even see some of these pleas for help. So, but if you know, and you say, we saw Banjo, whatever, you just make sure that and if you could say, you know what, I don't have that information, you can go to Victoria Lynn Veneer on Facebook and find her there, or you can just reach out to me, Devin O'Day at gmail.com. We have, let's see who is visiting with us. Oh, Robin says, please bring Banjo home. Elizabeth is checking in with us today. And Kimberly McAdoo says, so glad to see you today, Devin. I will say, I'm glad to see me too, because I got off the main road. It's just like, I don't know. I know better than this, but I got off the main road to come in the back way to the office, and I am puckered up. I'm going to tell you right now, I slid down that hill. I was in low gear, which is what you do, turn into the swerve, because I just started, I was fishtailing, and it's just like, what?
It's the most helpless feeling ever.
It is. But it made me think about what TDOT is doing to prepare our roads and why our main roads are pretty safe. And so this is what they did going into this winter storm. TDOT, thank you for all you're doing. I always say the people at the electric company, those people who keep us in power, the people who take care of the heating and air units, the people who work on the pipes that burst and things like that. Another thing, always remember, going into these really low temperatures, keep the doors open to the cabinets that house all of the pipes, and keep your house a little bit warmer than you normally would if you can. Keep it nice and warm so that those pipes don't burst, and just keep those prayers going.
I had a house in Chattanooga when I lived there, and I had to learn that the hard way to keep the faucet dripping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't do it, and then woke up the next day and had to call a million people.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Right.
And also, if you're going to be out, don't forget to wrap your head, wrap your ears. And I thank you to Taylor Hope, my friend, my artist friend, Taylor Hope, for giving me my cute little blingy head wrap. I just always got to have good hats. And I accidentally did that. Sorry. That scared you. It did. It was like, what happened? As what had happened is because this time of day, and now that you do early mornings, Justin, are you starving at this time of day?
I'm pretty hungry.
Yeah.
I'm pretty hungry.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to make you hungrier, because today is a day where you're sitting at your house. A lot of people are taking the day. A lot of schools are out, and you're going, what do I have in my cabinets? What can I put together? Our 60-second kitchen. Well, this is a little bit longer video, but it's 5 soups, 5 minutes each. So 60-second kitchen times 5. But these things, make a pot on the stove. One of the things my sister does, now, Justin, I don't know if you've ever done this, it's called leftover soup. And she takes everything that's a leftover and puts it in a pot and makes a soup in it.
That's a wonderful idea.
Oh, it's so good.
And you don't have to get on the roads to go to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm. And awesome. I thought, well, you know what? This particular little collection is pretty cool, because here's some really quick ideas for what you might have in your cabinets. Let's start this intentionally.
Oh, yes.
60-second kitchen. Okay, which one are you going to make?
I'm gonna do the chicken soup one.
The chicken pot pie soup?
Yes,
Doesn't that look good?
it does. I was just telling Dev during that I'm going home as soon as I get done making one of those at least.
It is so good. Thanks to Tasty Kitchen for all those great ideas. And chances are you got some of those things. Definitely a soup day. Yes, Elizabeth, it sure is. Hi, Kathy Bell. How are you? And Victoria, yes, those are really great recipes. A big shout out to Brenda Scott. And Candy Seaton is also saying, she's got to go, but she loves all the soups. They look really, really good. Some of those just use up things that you've got. A lot of people from the holidays have leftover sweet potatoes. And I thought, I've never thought about a maple sweet potato soup.
Right. Yeah. When I saw the maple syrup being added, I was like, what? And then the end product was like, whoa.
Oh, doesn't that look good?
Yes,
so
good.
yummy. So
Right.
yummy. Well, it is also, these kind of days are also book days. Are you a book guy, or do you read on devices, or do you listen to audio?
So my favorite thing to do is to listen to, I guess, audiobooks, you could say, but mostly the podcasts on like Spotify or, I like audiobooks, but yes, I do enjoy a nice book.
Well, there's a really neat store that's right off the square in Lebanon. And I took a visit by there because I noticed that they have restarted COVID. They had to close down for their book club that met.
Right.
And this is an old-fashioned bookstore. It's a little tiny nook. And I thought I would share the story behind Harpers Books. When you visit Lebanon, Tennessee, and you go to the beautiful square with all sorts of things to do and little shops to visit and good things to eat, don't pass up an unassuming little building called Harpers Books. From the painted front windows, there lies within all the magic of Narnia. We got to meet James Kamer, who told us the story of Harpers Books.
Well, we opened in July of 2017. Just always wanted to open a bookstore, and Lebanon really needed one, so we set out to fill that need. We have a selection of new books. We have used books. We try to. We don't have an infinite amount of space, but we try to, meet the needs with what we've got.
You're starting back your book club, and it's going to be meeting right here in Harpers?
Yes, yeah. We meet in the back, in the back there, starting around 6 o'clock, and we just kind of see how. Tonight's the first night we're doing it since we're restarting it. We stopped it a couple of years ago, so now we stopped it last year. So we're gonna start it back up and see how it goes.
Do you take books from the public? I mean,
Yeah, we do trade credit on used books that are in good condition, and it's stuff that we can sell. So if it's it's a book that I might sell for $1, you would get maybe 50 cents for it, just depending.
Nice.
So you get a trade credit for in-store credit.
Oh, that is fantastic. Wonderful. And it's just books? I see some gifts and some things like that.
I've got other things I carry. I carry a lot of puzzles and candles and journals. We also have a little section in the back of DVDs and a few CDs. So we try to do the best we can with the space we have.
Falling through the night, feeling when you've taken flight, worlds below diminishing and clear, whisper in your ear. Galaxies and midnight roadways, endless where you are.
Isn't that the cutest little place?
It is. And I live right down the road. Never been there. I need to go for sure.
It's just a neat little place. If you've got a place, we have the most affordable way to let the word out about your stores or your mom and pops, and we just tell the stories of local Middle Tennessee. And if you go, I've got an event coming up, how do I get the word out? Well, our little show is kind of the little engine that could. And we love to share, and we make it very affordable for you, and we tell the stories, and that's really what we're looking for. Speaking of stories, I pulled in a couple of markers on this one. I do have a sister who's dabbled a little bit in television and movies and things like that, and we have a connection with our next guest. And so I said, look, he's on the hottest show in the world right now. Do you think that Kevin would call from the set of Yellowstone? So Kevin Costner did give us a call from the set of Yellowstone in Utah. I didn't even know it was taped in Utah. I had all these ideas of where it was, but
Right.
yes.
Yeah, my mom and my sister and my dad are obsessed with the show. I haven't seen it yet, but I need to.
What?
I know it. I got to see it.
You got to see it from start to finish, or
Absolutely.
do like I do and Mona Bagsby. We sit and text each other and we watch all the marathons.
Right.
And it's like, okay, we're absolutely crazy about Yellowstone. Here's my conversation with Kevin Costner.
Nothing we do is for today. Ranching is the only business where the goal is to break even. Survive another season.
Hi, Devin.
How are you?
Well, I just got off the set. I am so sorry out here in Utah, so I feel really bad about that.
You know what? There's no better excuse than that. That's absolutely okay. We are so happy that you're calling in. And well, you're filming Yellowstone? Is that what you're working on?
We are. Yeah, we are. I flew in this morning from Los Angeles, and then had to pop out there. These kind of things roll you over. So,
it's tough. I mean, how long is a typical day for you on a set?
I'd say it can go 10 to 12 very easily. When I'm directing, it's about a 15-hour day. I did Dances with Wolves. It was 6 days a week, about 15 hours for 108 days.
And this is physical work. I mean, this is not, you don't do movies that you just kind of sit around and chat. That's the thing about you.
I don't do the lawyer movies.
Well, we want to talk about your music because you are such a Renaissance guy. Kevin, you don't know this, but I quote you all the time. You played Douglas Corner in Nashville, and you shared about your music, and you told the most motivational thing, and I tell it to everybody: don't tell people what you're going to do, just do it, and let them ask you how you did it.
Yeah, that would be that song 90 Miles an Hour.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we all are caught there. It really doesn't matter. I mean, we're young, and early on, everybody in the world wants to know what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. Not to mention that we want to know too. And there's a level of pressure that comes with the choices that you try to make. And in my instance, there was nobody saw me going into the entertainment field simply because I came from a blue collar background. And so when I did finally come to that point where I had to tell my fist-fighting father from Oklahoma that I was going to make stories and not wear the denim blue shirt and climb poles, it was hard for him. And I think what it was is he didn't want me to be embarrassed if it didn't work. He didn't want me to be humiliated. And that's what happens with the people closest to us, the ones we love kind of the most. And I think anybody listening understands that idea. And what we also know is sometimes that thing we're headed for, that piece of cheese, that we're in the maze like everybody that we think we're going to get, there's some kind of whisper in us that says, no, you should tell stories. It doesn't matter that you're in college to do this. And I think, again, everybody listening, whether you're raising children by yourself or you've got a certain job, there's this idea sometimes that you think you're more, not better, that you feel like there's more for you. And you just have to do it. And sometimes I think the essence of that song, 90 Miles an Hour, is don't tell anybody what you're going to do. They're just going to, worry you to death and doubt you. and just let them know. And so, I kind of did the same thing, with directing. When I finally told my dad I was going to direct again, he fell into that same kind of fog and said, "Why are you doing this? The acting was going really good." And now
you're doing okay. You're doing okay.
Yeah. So that was that story. That was that story.
Oh, what a beautiful thing to say. I love the fact that you and Modern West, you bring us along with you. If you follow Kevin Costner and Modern West on Facebook, Kevin Costner, modernwest.com.
I mean, everybody wants to feel like it's something raw or authentic, not something smooth and whatever. And I think we have a process.
How's your heart on that?
Well, these people come along, we're all broken, right? Where if you imagine us like little plates, that are kind of little jagged, and we're kind of spinning through space. We're all kind of turning. It's the same as relationships, friendships. And sometimes you bump into somebody and the pieces just kind of fit a little bit, right? They're kind of rotating, and all of a sudden they catch on, and you kind of spin with people for a while. My life has been very unusual that way, that people that I bump into, that I've been able to have a level of friendship, just experience. Sometimes I look back and wonder how this happened.
Well, we're glad we've had this moment with you. We're going to play your music, and you have an open invitation if you're ever in Nashville.
We're all going to have a last time. I started thinking about the people in Vegas who weren't, who are going to think now about what happened here. This is the last touch, the last feel, the last everything. I had that experience with my dad hunting, and I thought, I'm not going to see him again. And I had to say that to my son, and so wrote this song with the band called Last Time. So at some point, if you guys like that one, we'll just we'll talk again if you feel like it.
This is for the wanderers, the old cafes, for the lonely girls, and the runaways. When you told me love is everywhere, I remember there were times when I could almost feel it in the air. Now it seems as if there's almost too much suffering for the world to bear, and it seems as if so many of us can't find love anywhere. I know it's there. Love is everywhere.
Tales from Yellowstone is available.
I'm speechless. I had zero idea that Kevin Costner sang, performed, played drums, played guitar. What can't he do? That's crazy.
Well, he and I actually share a birthday. Do you know that?
Oh, I did not know that.
We were born on the same day. I always say Betty White's birthday is the 17th.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin and I have the 18th, and Dolly Parton has the 19th. So we're just going to take that little, I think you become very busy Renaissance people because you're born in a time of year when nobody's doing anything.
Right. You're like, got to think of something to do.
Yeah. So there you go.
Awesome.
Tales from Yellowstone is available wherever you get your music. Kevin Costner and Modern West, his music is fantastic. I'm just going to tell you, they all sound like, and John Coinman, who is the gentleman who plays literally to his left every night. They've been friends since college.
Yeah. It seems like he's very close with the people he works with.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And they stay his friends, and very, very, very loyal. Hey, I know we're going to go a little bit longer today, but it's a cabin day. Who cares? Oh, and I wanted to mention Diane Austin said, did you tell Kevin that his girlfriend would be watching? Diane, I didn't. I'm sorry. I forgot. So I'll call him back and I'll tell him just for you. Jeff Dayton has got a fabulous song. I thought it went right with our Yellowstone theme. It's called All the Wild Horses. Jeff Dayton is a fabulous guy. We're going to have him on the show before too long, but I thought we'd share this beautiful scenic All the Wild Horses. And I'm going to send this out to my friend Victoria Veneer, who's watching today.
horses are running again, up on the ridgetop with manes in the wind, thundering down to the canyon so deep. All the wild horses are finally free. All the wild horses are safe in the sun, at the edge of the water, afraid of no one, grazing on grasses so fresh, sweet, and green. And all the wild horses are finally free. Gallop for home, the paint and the chestnut, the bay black and roan, they whinny with joy to the others they see. And all the wild horses are finally free. All the wild horses are proud silhouettes, framed by the colors of another sunset. Pictures of life just the way it should be, when all the wild horses are finally free. Yeah, all the wild horses are finally free.
Jeff Dayton. He is so amazing. You know, we talked about John Koyman playing alongside his buddy Kevin Costner with Modern West. Jeff was the guy that played alongside Glenn Campbell for many years and toured with Glenn, and an incredible guitar player. He's just fantastic. He even does some guitar teaching on YouTube. That's wonderful. So go to his YouTube channel and follow that as well. He often plays alongside me. We're part of the gang that plays over at Debbie Champion's Writers Night. And speaking of, we had planned a fundraiser tonight for Miranda Sullivan at Debbie's Writers Night at the Commodore at Vanderbilt. That has been canceled. So if you see all the information, because of the weather, Debbie's out in Kingston Springs, and I know she ain't coming in.
Right.
I mean, you just have to grab a hold of something and hang on if you're walking in Kingston Springs.
Right. Yeah, it's that's pretty bad up there. Yeah, I hear.
Well, so you're going to head home and make soup.
Yes, right away. Can't wait, actually.
A shout out to Perry, who is watching, and Robin Gadar wants to know how the pig, our pig, is doing, because it's because of Robin that I have Barney the hero pig, how he's handling the snow. He does not come out of his house in the snow. No, it's like, feed me in my house,
Right.
give me some more blankies. He's all curled up in his little abode.
He's like, I know that Deb's going to bring it to me. I don't have to go out there.
Okay, no, he's absolutely. I will be at the pig pen and maybe, and feeding the chickens and all that stuff,
Right.
Craziness.
He's like, I'll take my dinner in here.
Yeah. And my goats have the goat hut, and they were like, no, we want to come inside. Right. We don't want to stay in the goat hut. Are you kidding?
Right.
Anyway, you guys are great. I think I've said hi to everybody. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. She said, my friend's pig loves the snow and won't go in. Well, Yeah, Barney is smart. He is the hero pig. This weather is why I left Minnesota 8 years ago.
It followed you here.
Victoria says, when they make the Irish Cowboy a movie, Jeff needs to submit this song. Absolutely.
Such a great song.
Joyce, I'm so glad that you enjoyed this today. Hey guys, make sure that wherever you're watching this, that you subscribe. You can go to Main Street Today and subscribe. You can go to YouTube. You can go to my Twitter page. That it runs there as well. We are a streaming show and it stays up. And Justin, what a fabulous producer you are. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm honored to be on the show, and I really appreciate you as well, Devin. Thank you.
Well, we're going to close. It is our 22 days of positivity, and I've been looking. Do you like hockey?
I actually played ice hockey for 9 years.
What?
I did, yes, up until I was around 13 years old. Yep.
How cute is that? I bet you were adorable playing ice hockey.
Right.
I love the kids who play. Always say the kids who play t-ball with their little bobblehead helmet,
Right.
And then the little kids who play hockey are the cutest things in the world. So we're going to close with this 6-year-old who got the chance to do the motivational speech for his favorite hockey team. And if you like more of what that is all about, you can go to Upworthy on Instagram, Upworthy, or on Facebook, and subscribe to them as well. Be safe, everybody. Be kind. And remember, you are loved.
Boys, this is Cal. He's our head coach for today, okay? I'm going to leave it to him. He's got a great message for you. Go ahead, Cal.
Hi, this is my speech for tonight. Here we go. Legends are made every day, and you could be one of the greats. You were the chosen one. You were the years in the making. So today, we work hard, get back hard, shoot hard, spread out, pass hard. So get in there. That's your puck. You want that puck. And shoot smart against Cranley. So we won't let those 67s get a win in our barn. So we're going to do whatever it takes to get the W. Today's starting lineup will be 22, 14, 25, 19, 7, and 30 in net.
Good job, Cal.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nothing like the sunrise with your coffee in the morning, or taking a good book off the shelf. Another thing I love the most than being on my own is together with everybody else. Together, like a silent Sunday service. Together, on my front porch with my friends. Together with who's ever there, standing next to me. Yeah, together is my favorite place to be.